Top of it, man. Top of it, man. Peace, love, blessings, and prosperity to all my good people, all my good folks. What's happening? What's shaking? Man, I didn't know if I should make this. I didn't know if I should make this particular film, or particular post, particular video. I didn't know if I should make it a daily dose, or should I just create another video? So therefore, just create another video because this applies to male and female relations, etc., etc. So I didn't know what I should do, but I just sat down and I was like, well, man, fuck it. I'm gonna just make a daily dose of it, and those who know can apply it. You know what I'm saying? You could apply it to dealing with females. You could apply it to dealing with males, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure you guys heard it time after time. And with this daily dose, man, it's like this, man. Don't be too available. Don't be too easily accessible. It's pros and cons to both, but for the most part, man, you want to be readily available for the game. Let me say that again. You want to be readily available for the game. You know what I'm saying? You want to be readily available to the game. But as far as the people, as far as the certain individuals, as far as the certain things, as far as the people, certain people, you don't want to be too available. You don't want to stay too available. You don't want to be too easily accessible. You want to be accessible to the game, though. Well, what's the difference between people and the game? What do you mean? Be available to the game and don't be available to people. I mean, like, for what if you got a rotation? Let's just say you're a man, you got a rotation of females, you know what I'm saying? It's one thing to be available to them. Yeah, you could run a Fortune 500 company through the phone if you really want to, through the laptop if you really want to. You don't gotta be hands-on. If you catch my drift, if you understand what I'm saying. You got a rotation of females. You're out here handling business, doing this. Woo, 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 woo. Yeah, you're available, but you're not that accessible. Because when it comes to spending time, too easily accessible. If somebody could just pull up on you because you're just accessible, they know you're available. They know you're accessible. You know what I'm saying? I just pull up on you whenever they want. You got something going on. You may be at the gym. Pull up when they want. You may be at your house. They just doing pop-ups, not texting. They know you there. You too available. You too easily accessible. Definitely don't make your finances easily accessible. You know what I'm saying? To anybody else. You know what I'm saying? But just think about what I'm saying. Just take the person that's always available, always accessible. I mean, you always know they there. You can always call. Let's take the mama of that. Let's take the mama. Let's take a meth addict and his mama. That mama that's always caring. Always caring. It don't matter what kind of trouble he get in. He call her, she's available. Don't matter what kind of goddamn house he just broke into and got arrested for. Call her, she's making bond. If you can't make bond, call her. She's filling up his goddamn J-Pay or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Well, she's always there, always there, always there. And it is kind of like it's borderline usury. A person, it leaves you open, it leaves you vulnerable to being used when you're too available, when you're too easily accessible. Are you catching my drift? Like I've seen, I always go back to the penitentiary. I'm sorry, but it's like, it's right there. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to do it, but it's right there. Like I've seen addicts, I've seen all type of addicts come in and out the county jail and shit, and in and out the penitentiary, and their mothers or their family just coddle them anything they want. That's why you got a lot of scamming going on. Like I've seen individuals behind the wall, you know what I'm saying? I hate to say it, but they ran con on their own family. I mean, they send them a picture. They have their roommates or have some people tie them up and act like they beating them up. They might beat themselves up, go take the picture, send it to their family, like, yeah, they gonna kill me if, you know what I'm saying, $500 to this, woo, woo, woo. They gonna kill me if, you know what I'm saying, $1,000 to this. And, you know, the family already done depleted their resources and pretty much said, okay, enough. Because no one understands. Now, this is a whole nother video, but for those who've been, they already know. Man, this is just as much, or not just as much, but it's access to things back there that addicts could use behind the wall, and it's being sold at an extremely marked up price. And certain people go back there and they continue them bad habits, and they rely on that mother that's too available, too easily accessible. They rely on their sister, they rely on their brother, whoever that really cares for them, and they exploit that shit. And they exploit the fuck out of that shit. If you know, you know. And I've seen the con when the family finally said enough. We're not supporting what you got going on back there. There's no way you need $1,000 a month back there to survive. They resort to running con and game on their family, man. It's an ill situation. But that's a whole nother video in itself. What I'm telling you is, for this daily dose of it is, strive not to be too available, strive not to be too accessible. Let's take that chick in the hood, or that chick anywhere. Chick could be living in a New York penthouse, but that pussy is easily accessible to anybody. Easily accessible. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking mass one call and that's all it takes, and you in there like swimwear. You know what I'm talking about? Too accessible. Eventually she starts feeling down, and she notices her value going down. She notices how she's being used by various men. She starts to resent men. All because this is something she had going on internally. This is something she had going on by herself. You feel me? This ain't nothing that nobody else really brought on her per se. The world brought on it. She's too easily accessible. I feel like if she's not accessible, or she's not always available, you know what I'm saying, that people wouldn't want to fuck with her. And that's 9 times out of 10, that's not the case, especially with all these simps and suckers around here nowadays. It's a sucker out here that'll fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? It's a simp out here, it's a sucker out here that'll fuck with you, you know what I'm saying? And you ain't gotta even play it like that, but you know, it ain't that. I'm just, you know, it's just an example, and it's the truth. That's why a lot of guys in the dating community, a lot of dating coaches be like, man, strive not to be too available. Don't be available. You know what I'm saying? Don't be too easily accessible. But on the flip side, you got to be available to the motherfucking game. What you mean is available to the motherfucking game? As a man, if you out here on some player shit, you got to be available to the game, man. You never know, man. You got to stay sharp, stay goddamn clean shave, whatever. Stay smelling fresh. Stay dressed your best. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know. You might walk in the goddamn the bodega and knock you a fresh bitch. You know what I'm saying? Knock you something new. Get another number. You know what I'm saying? You gotta stay available. You know what I'm saying? You just never know. You gotta stay open to the game. You know what I mean? And let me just take it away from that, man. You gotta just stay open. Let me see if I can give you a better example before I close this video out, man, because I'm about to get on and back to it. You know what I mean? Stay available to the game. Give me 1 second. Staying available to the game. Staying available to the game. This YouTube shit. I'm gonna say this YouTube shit. I stay available to this YouTube shit because I might be doing anything. I might be doing anything and everything. And here's how I stay available. I might be doing anything and everything, right? And I might just be chopping it up with somebody in the comment section. Matter of fact, my man's, I was just chopping it up with him in the comment section. Big shouts to him. Big shouts to the homie. Shout out to my new subscribers too, and my old ones for staying down. Peace, love, blessing, prosperity. But we were just chopping it up in the comment section, and we was speaking on friends with benefits or what have you. You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, look, I appreciate that, man. That sounds like a great topic. I'm gonna utilize that to to speak on, you know what I'm saying, to build on within a video, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, man, it's all good, man. This means the topics you could discuss about that, about various situations, et cetera, et cetera. And I'm just using that example to let you know that I stayed available, and that's how you stay available to the game. This YouTube shit, at the end of the day, I don't like to call shit game, because niggas always get wrapped up in games, and niggas love to say game this, game that, the this game, that game, because at the end of the day, niggas love playing. I take this YouTube, you know, kind of serious now, so I ain't gonna call it a game, but I'm gonna just, for the sake of this video, I'm gonna call it a game. That's how I stayed available to the game, because I stayed open. My mind wasn't asleep. I stayed woke, and I seen a topic that I could speak on, and I was like, okay, boom, I'm gonna take that, put it in my pocket, and speak on it. You know what I'm saying? When the time is fitting. You know what I'm talking about? And if I was asleep, if I wasn't available to the game, I wouldn't even reply to the man comment. I wouldn't have done anything like that. You see what I'm saying? I would have just stayed blind to it, or spoke to him in the comment section and not said, hey, well, shit, that sounds like a nice topic. I would have just blew right past it, because I wasn't awake looking for, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't staying available to the game. I was closed off to the game. But that wasn't the case here. I stay available to the game. I stay awake to the game, stay woke to the game, you know what I'm saying? And you should too, no matter what lane it's in, you know what I'm saying? Stay available to whatever game, especially if you're in that money game. Stay available. Keep your third eye open when it comes to that money game, because you never really know, you know what I'm saying? Staying available to the game. Goddamn 3, 4 in the morning, somebody calling you. 3, 4 in the morning, somebody calling you, and they got enough goddamn Hondas for you to get the fuck up out that bed and go ahead and make that goddamn make that money become your money, if you feel what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? That's just staying available to the game. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying sometimes that shit ain't safe, but you know, that's a whole nother video. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole nother motherfucking video. So, you know, you gotta exercise discernment with what I just said as far as staying available to that game, or to a game of that nature. You know, you gotta kind of watch yourself. You gotta move accordingly. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker calling you at 3 a.m. in the morning, shit, them robbery hours or some shit. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it's neither here nor there, man. Peace, love, blessings, prosperity. Until the next time, man. Y'all stay up, man. Once again, shout to all my new subscribers. Shout to the subscribers that stayed down, man. And I'm giving you some more of it every day and every day and every other day and every other day and every other week, every other month, as long as I can, man. You stand on business out here, right?